Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody. My name is Nur Azizul Fikri and my partner Andike Andini and then Widya. We are from group 11. We explain about define definition from structural clues. The first, I will explain about determining definition and its example number 2. The second, Andike explain about how to identify the question, type of clues, and example number 3. The third, Widya explain about where to find the answer, how to answer the question, and example number 1. Okay, I will explain about determining definition. Determining definition. When you are asked to determine the meaning of the word in the reading section, it is possible that the passage provides information about the meaning of the word. There are structural clues to tell you that the definition of a word is included in the passage. Okay, next explanation, Andike Andini.
Okay, thank you Fikri. And now I will explain about how to identify the questions. How to identify the questions? Number 1, what is the meaning of X in a line Y? Number 2, the word X in a line Y is the closest in the meaning to. Number 3, the word X in a line Y could be replaced by. Types of clues. Punctuations is like comma, parentheses, and thesis. Number 2, restatement or that is and in other words. And number 3, examples such as and for examples. The next material will be explained by Miss Vidya.
Okay, I will to explain about where to find the answer. Information to help you determine what something means will generally be found after the punctuation clue, the restatement clue, or the examples clue.
How to answer the question? The first, find the word in the passage. The second, locate any structural clues. And 3, read the part of the passage after the structural clue carefully, and then eliminate any definitely wrong answer and choose the best answer from the remaining choices. Examples number 1. The first, we have to read the question. A supernova in line 1 is which of the following? In here in line 1, we only need to read line 1, but we have to pay attention to the structural clues. A supernova occurs when all of the hydrogen in the core of a huge star is transformed to iron and explodes. All stars die after their nuclear fuel has been exhausted. Stars with little mass die gradually, but those with relatively large mass die in a sudden explosion, a supernova. And then we have to pay attention to the hyphenation of word because they show meaning. That is, stars with little mass die gradually, but those with relatively large mass die in a sudden explosion, a supernova. The type of clues, here the punctuation is a comma, but the word after the comma is only a supernova. We can pay attention to the information before the comma. It is information about sudden explosion. So from there we can check to the answer choices. A, the iron component of a star. It's wrong because it has nothing to do with the information listed. B. The core of a star. Also wrong. And C. The hydrogen in a star. It's wrong. And D. The explosion of a star. Yes, true. Because the word explosion matches the keyword we find in the passage.
Example number 2. According to the passage, which of the following best describe the Magellan Cloud in line 6? To answer that question, first look up the word Magellan Cloud on line 6. Explanation usually occur after a comma, because comma contains a meaning which is, which the information that comes after word Magellan Cloud is a galaxy close to the Milky Way, sebuah galaksi yang dekat dengan Milky Way. Then we look at options. Option A galaxy inside to the Milky Way. The option A is wrong because the text only say close to the Milky Way, dekat dengan Milky Way, not inside. Option B, a cloud composed of hydrogen. The option B is wrong because there is no hydrogen in the text. Option C, a galaxy near Earth's galaxy. The option C is correct because there is a word near atau dekat, and in the text there is a word close, dekat. Option D, a cloud in the sky above the Earth. Option D is wrong because no one told me about sky above. So, the answer is option C.
Frank Lardner was born into a wealthy, educated, and cultured family for the bulk of his career. He worked as a reporter for a newspaper in South Bend, Boston, and Chicago. However, it is for his short stories of lower middle class Americans that Frank Lardner is perhaps best known. In these stories, Lardner vividly creates the language and the ambience of this lower class, often using the misspelled words, grammatical errors, and incorrect diction that typify the language of the lower middle class. The questions, the word vividly in line 4 encloses its meaning to. These questions ask about the meaning of the word vividly. To answer these questions, you should notice that the word vividly contains the word part viv, which means life. The answer is C, in a life-like way, is therefore the best answer to these questions.